again. Just can't imagine what you've ever been gone. It's not starting over, it's just going on. Together again. Now we're here and there's no need remembering when. 'Cause no feeling feels like that feeling. Together again. Together again. Just can't imagine you've ever been gone. It's not starting over, it's just going on. Together again. Now we're here and there's no need remembering when. 'Cause no feeling feels like I'm feeling. We're together again. We're together again. Hi everybody, hi. Oh, another show. Another show, and you know we're getting close to the end of September already. Well, surprise, this is a contest for September. The September contest, yes. And now this contest is about clothes. The word clothes, type of clothes, things on the clothes, accessories with the clothes. So you've got a lot of things to write down. And all you do is just, you just put the check mark. Put the check mark. And those folks that win, they are very happy with their prizes. So, try it. Try doing this with us. It's fun. And so here we go. We're going to. I think I said this last one. I can't remember, Shannon, if I said Barbara Brown. Yeah, it was in there. Okay, well, she won it, and then Carolyn got something too, Carolyn Welding. So anyway, folks, go for it. It's fun. Yeah, just something a little like another extra activity, and even though my friends that live outside Florida and even internationally, go ahead and try it, have some fun, and then the next week I will, the next recording, I will announce how many of the check marks you should have, okay? All right, so let's go. In olden days, a glimpse of stocking was looked on as something shocking. Heaven knows, anything goes. Good authors too, who once knew better words, now only use four-letter words, writing prose. Anything goes. The world's gone mad today, good's bad today, black's white today, and day's night today. When most guys today that women prize today are silly gigolos. So though I'm not a great romancer, I know that I'm bound to answer when you propose. Anything goes. Anything goes. Anything goes. That is a Cole Porter tune. Yep. He wrote the show, Anything Goes. And it first came out in 1934 on stage. And then in 1956 it was a film, right? So, yeah, that was a great film with, well, I don't have time to mention them all. But anyway, Anything Goes. So, here we go. 1951, The Four Aces. Tell me why, though I try to forget, tell me why I think of you yet. I know I'll never be free. What has happened to me? Tell me why. When we danced until 3, tell me why. that day in your gown of silken lace. Should have known the day would come my way, and this was the time and the place. Tell me why I keep fooling my heart when I know it was love from the start. Why don't we give it a try? If you know, tell me why. Tell me why I keep fooling my heart when I know it was love from the start. Why don't we give it a try? If you know, tell me why. Tell me why. Ooh, the Four Aces. I love those songs that they did. Like, they brought back a lot of those old tunes, like Wedding Bells are breaking up that old gang of mine. So many of those great old songs. Anyway, now we're going to a show called The Gang's All Here. It came out in 1943. And I know you know who Carmen Miranda is. And when you think of Carmen Miranda, what do you think of? I wonder, why does everybody look at me and then begin to talk about a Christmas tree? I hope that means that everyone is glad to see the lady in the tutti frutti hat. The gentlemen, they want to make me say CC, but I don't tell them that. I tell them yes, sirree. And maybe that is why they come for dates to me, the lady with the tutti frutti hat. Some people say I dress too gay, but every day I feel so gay. And when I'm gay, I dress that way. Is something wrong with that? Now, Americanos tell me that my hat is high because I will not take it off to kiss a guy. But if I ever start to take it off, I do that once for Johnny Smith, and he is very happy with the lady in the tutti frutti hat. But still, senoritas, they are sweet and shy. They dance and play together when the sun is high. And when the tropical moon is in the sky, they have a different kind of time. And even I forget the time. The lady in the tutti frutti hat. The lady in the tutti frutti hat. As soon as I started talking about Carmen Miranda, Shannon put her hand up to show that the big high hat. And that's the first thing you think of, right? All right. In 1975, there was a musical called Chicago. And Richard Gere starred in that. And I always liked Richard Gere. I think I've told you that before. But anyway, this song was in it. Come on, babe, why don't we paint the town? And all that jazz. I'm gonna rouge my knees and roll my stockings down. And all that jazz. Start the car. I know a whoopee spot where the gin is cold, but the piano's hot. It's just a noisy hall where there's a nightly brawl and all that jazz. Slick your hair and wear your buckle shoes and all that jazz. I hear that Father Dip is gonna blow the blues and all that jazz. Hold on, hun, we're gonna buddy hug. I bought some aspirin down at the United Drug in case you shake apart and want a brand new start to do that jazz. Father Flack, play it fast and loose and all that jazz. Right up here is where I store the juice and all that jazz. Come on, babe, we're gonna brush never flew so high, 'cause in the stratosphere, how could he lend an ear to all that jazz? All that jazz. Yeah. Another bride, another June, another sunny honeymoon, another season, another reason for making whoopee. The groom is nervous. Let's go back again to where I should have been. A lot of shoes, a lot of rice. The groom is nervous. He answers twice. It's really killing that he's so willing to make whoopee. Picture a little love nest down where the roses cling. Picture the same sweet love nest. Think what a year can bring. He's washing dishes and baby clothes. Why, he's so ambitious, he even sews. But don't forget, folks, that's what you get, folks, for making whoopee. 1928, Eddie Cantor sang whoopee. You remember the nickname for Eddie Cantor? Think of it. Banjo Eyes. Yeah, that was his nickname. Okay, I know you're making those marks. Here's a change of pace. Jimmy Buffett from 1977. Nibbling on sponge cake, watching the sun bake. All of those tourists covered with oil, strumming my six string on my porch swing, smelling those shrimp that's beginning to boil, wasted away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost shaker's salt. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know it's nobody's fault. Don't know the reason, stayed here all season, nothing to show but this brand new tattoo. And it's a real beauty, a Mexican cutie. How it got here, I haven't a clue. Wasted away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost shaker of salt. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know it's nobody's fault. I blew off my flip-flop, stepped on a pop-top, cut my heel and to cruise on back home. But there's booze in the blender, and soon it will render that frozen concoction that helps me hang on. Wasted away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost shaker of salt. Jimmy Buffett, yeah. There's a few Jimmy Buffett songs that I couldn't sing in front of the public. No, there's a few there. But that's a good one, Margaritaville. That's a good one. All right. This next tune came out in 1966, and it was done by a group called the Vogues, Vogues, and it's a nice tune. Where are you going, my little one, little one? Where are you going, my baby, my own? Turn around and you're 2. Turn around and you're 4. Turn around and you're a young girl going out of the door. Turn around, turn around, turn around, and you're a young girl going out of the door. Where are you going, my little one, little one? Little drendels and petticoats, where are you now? Turn around and you're tiny. Turn around and you're grown. Turn around and you're a young wife with babes of your own. Yeah, watching that baby grow up, that baby girl growing up, all the way becoming a wife and babies of her own. Now this next song I'm doing for Debbie Artiglieri over on Azalea. I started doing this song because she came into the lounge one time, and she had pink shoelaces, and they lit up. I think it was the laces that lit up. Anyway, I looked at those. It was so cute, her shoes. She was wearing those shoes that light up on the soles or something, and then these real colorful shoelaces. So anyway, I thought of this song, and I did it there in the lounge for one time. From 1959, a gal by the name of Dodie Stevens made a hit record, and then the Chordettes also made a hit record of it. So here we go. Now I've got a guy, and his name is Dooley. He's my guy, and I love him truly. He's not good looking, heaven knows, but I'm all about his crazy clothes. He wears tan shoes, pink shoelaces, a polka dot vest, and man, oh man, tan shoes with pink shoelaces, a big Panama with a purple hat band. Well, he takes me deep sea fishing in a submarine. We go to drive-in movies in a limousine. He's got a whirly-burly and a 12-foot yacht. When they tried to put him, so I'm sorry, but he landed in the brig for raising such a storm when they tried to put him in a uniform. A lot of words in this song, folks. My tongue gets caught in my eye tooth and I don't know what I'm saying. Isn't that what they used to say? Now, Dooley had a feeling we were going to war, so he went out and enlisted in the fighting corps. But he landed in the brig for raising such a storm. This is the right verse. When they tried to put him in a uniform, he wanted tan shoes, pink shoelaces, a polka dot vest, and man, oh man, he wanted tan shoes, pink shoelaces, a big Panama with a purple hat band. Now one day Dooley started feeling sick, and he decided that he'd better make his will out quick. He said, just before the angels come to carry me, I want it down in writing how to bury me. I'm wearing 10 shoes, big shoelaces, a polka dot vest, and man, give me 10 shoes with pink shoelaces, a big Panama with a purple hat band. Now that one verse I did twice because I did the second time. That one about the uniform. And oh, by the way, this contest, as I told you, is about clothes and things that you're wearing, you know, but not jewelry. So if can't remember any of these songs have jewelry in it, but not jewelry. Has to be something that's on you, on the clothes, you know, but not jewelry. All right, and if I say clothes, that also counts. Put on your old gray bonnet with the blue ribbons on it. We'll hitch all Dublin to the shade, and through the fields of clover we'll go down to Dover on our golden wedding. Let's do that again. Put on your old gray bonnet with the blue ribbons on it, and we'll hitch old Dublin to the sleigh. Through the fields of clover we'll go down to Dover on our golden wedding day. Yeah, that's from 1934. The Mills Brothers did that song. All right. Don't throw bouquets at me. Don't please my folks too much. Don't laugh at my jokes too much. People will say we're in love. Don't sigh and gaze at me. Your sighs are so like mine. Your eyes mustn't glow like mine. People will say we're in love. Don't start collecting things. Give me my rose and my glove, sweetheart. They're suspecting things. People will say we're in love. You know that song comes from Oklahoma. I know you knew that. And of course was in the play, 1931, and then 1955 the Oklahoma film came out, which I know that most of you, if not all of you, have seen that show. All right. Now this is from a 1955 film of the same title, starring Frank Sinatra and Debbie Reynolds. You see a pair of laughing eyes, suddenly you're sighing, sighs. You think there's nothing wrong, you string along, boy, then snap. Those eyes are sighs, part of the tender trap. You're hand in hand beneath the trees, soon there's music in the breeze. You're acting kind of smart until that heart just goes whack. Those trees that breeze, part of the tender trap. Some starry night, when her kisses make you tingle, she'll hold you tight, and you'll hate yourself for being single. And all at once seems so nice. Folks are throwing shoes and rice. You hurry to a spot that's just a dot on the map. You wonder how it all came about. Too late now, there's my sweet little Alice blue gown. When I first wandered down into town, I was both proud and shy, as I felt every eye, and in every shop window I print passing by, that in matter of fashion I frown, and the world seemed to smile all around, till it wilted, I wore it, I'll always adore it, my sweet little Alice blue gown. 1920. Actually, I originally thought that song was older than that. All right. I'm sipping because I'm a little dry today for some reason. I'm taking a little Coke because sometimes if you're a little dry, Coke will work better than water. So, sipping a little Coke. All right, here we go. 1944, there was a great movie called Meet Me in St. Louis. Yeah, starring Judy Garland, right? And this song was in it. Clang, clang, clang with the trolley. Ding, ding, ding with the bell. Sing, sing, sing with my heartstrings. From the moment I saw him, I fell. Chug, chug, chug with the motor. Bump, bump, bump with the brake. Thump, thump, thump with my heartstrings. When he smiled, I could feel the car shake. He tipped his hat and took a seat. He said he hoped he hadn't stepped upon my feet. He asked my name, I held my breath. I couldn't speak because he scared me half to death. Buzz, buzz, buzz with the buzzer. Plop, plop, plop with the heat. Stop, stop, stop with my heartstrings as he started to leave. I took hold of his sleeve with my hand, and as if it were planned, he stayed on with me, and it was grand, just to stand with his hand holding mine all the way to the end of the line. Wasn't that a great movie? Oh, I love that song. And you know, that's the movie that Have Yourself a Very Merry Christmas. That song came from Meet Me in St. Louis. All right, here we go. It's a Teresa Brewer tune, 1954. Once there was a little girl who lived next to me, and she loved a sailor boy. He was only 3. Now he's on a battleship in his sailor suit, just a great big sailor man, and he thinks he's cute, yeah. Bell-bottom trousers, coat of navy blue. She loves her sailor, and he loves her too. When her sailor boy's away on the ocean blue, soldier boys all flirt with her, but to me she's true. With bell-bottom trousers, coat of navy blue, she loves her sailor, and he loves her too. When her sailor went to see what he could see, she saw that he ate spinach. Now he's big as he can be. When he's home, they stroll along. They don't give a hoot. She won't let go of his hand, even to salute. Bell-bottom trousers, coat of navy blue. She loves her sailor, and he loves her too. When her sailor boy's away on the ocean blue, soldier boys all flirt with her, but to him she's true. Bell-bottom trousers. I remember when the sailors wore bell-bottom trousers. Some of you do too, right? All right, here we go. Now, this is a song that came out in 1946, and Johnny Mercer wrote the lyrics to this song. Harold Arlen wrote the music, but Johnny Mercer wrote the lyrics. It was done originally in a movie called came out in 1946 in a movie. It was written for St. Louis Woman. But then in 1968, Streisand recorded it, and it was one of her big songs on an album she had done that year. Anyway, here it goes. Free and easy, that's my style. Howdy do me, watch me smile, but fare thee well me after a while, 'cause I gotta roam, and any place I hang my hat is home. Sweetening water, cherry wine, thank you kindly, suits me fine. Kansas City, even Caroline, that's my honeycomb, 'cause any place I hang my hat is home. Birds roosted in a tree, pick me up and go, and the going proves that's how it's gotta be. Pick me up too when the spirit moves me. Cross the river, round the bend. Howdy, stranger, so long, friend. There's a voice in the lonesome wind, keeps whispering, roam. I'm going where the welcome mat is, no matter where that is, 'cause any place I hang my hat is home. A fine romance with no kisses, a fine romance, my friend. We should be like a couple of hot tomatoes, but you're as cold as yesterday's mashed potatoes. A fine romance, you won't nestle. A fine romance, you won't wrestle. I might as well play bridge with my old maid aunt. I haven't got a chance. This is a fine romance. A fine romance. My good fellow, you take romance, I'll take cello. You're calmer than the seals in the Arctic Ocean. At least they flap their fins to express emotion. A fine romance with no quarrels, with no insults and all morals. I've never mussed the crease in your blue serge pants. I never get the chance. This is a fine romance. Now, that song, Fine Romance, came from a movie that I've seen many times, a black and white movie called Swing Time. Fred Astaire, Ginger Rogers, right? Don't you love them? So anyway, 1936, yeah. All right, get ready for this one. Here we go. You're going to have a lot of marks to make, and I'm going to get a sip before I do this. All right, here we go. East is east, west is west, the wrong one I chose. Let's go where I'll keep on wearing those furs and flowers and buttons and bows, rings and things and buttons and bows. Don't bury me in this prairie, take me where the cement grows. I'll stand out in buttons and bows. I'll love you in buckskin or skirts that I've unspun. I'll love you longer, stronger, where your friends don't tote a gun. My bows denounce the buckboard bounce, the cactus hurts my toes. Let's vamoose where gals keep using silks and satins and linens at shows. And I'm all years in buttons and bows. Give me Easter trimming where women are women, high silk hose and peekaboo clothes, and fresh perfume that rocks the room, and I'm all yours in buttons and bows. Buttons and bows. Buttons and bows. Okay. By the way, that song came from the movie Paleface with Bob Hope and Jane Russell, and even Roy Rogers was in that movie. All right, let's do a Peter, Paul, and Mary tune from 1963. Kingston Trio did this. Many of the folk groups did it. If you miss the train I'm on, you will know that I am gone. You can hear the whistle blow 100 miles. 100 miles, 100 miles, 100 miles, 100 miles. You can hear the whistle blow 100 miles. Not a shirt on my back, not a penny to my name. I can't go home this away, this away, this away, this away, this away. I can't go home this away. If you miss the train I'm on, you will know that I'm gone. You can hear the whistle blow 100 miles. Probably haven't heard that song for a while. Huh? Well, it's 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready. Go cat go, but don't you step my blue suede shoes. You can do anything but lay off my blue suede shoes. You can knock me down, stand in my face, slander my name all over the place. I do anything that you wanna do, anything but lay off my blue suede shoes. Well, you can knock me down, step in my face, slander my name all over the place, but don't you step in my blue suede shoes. You can do anything but lay off my blue suede shoes. Well, you can burn my house, steal my car, drink my liquor from an old fruit jar. Do anything that you wanna do, but oh, honey, lay off of them shoes. Don't you step my blue suede shoes. You can do anything but lay off of my blue suede shoes. Oh, okay. 1956, Elvis. He didn't write that song. That song was actually written by Carl Perkins and recorded by Carl Perkins in 1955. And then Elvis did it in 1956, and wow. Yeah, I could see him up there doing all that hip movements. Now here's a tune from 1949, Frankie Yankovic. You know, the accordion player. I know Frankie Yankovic, well, I don't know him anymore, but I did know him because, you know, I'm from Cleveland, and I was an accordionist and played a little bit played with a lot of polkas He played with a few polka bands. But anyway, here's a song that Frankie Yankovic recorded. And, yeah, you hear me say this a lot about being a big hit? This was a big hit for him. All right. I wandered alone one night till I heard an orchestra play. I met you where lights were bright, people were carefree, gay. You were the beautiful lady in blue. I was in heaven just waltzing with you. You filled me with strange delight, and softly you stole away. I dream of that night with you, lady, when first we met. We danced in a world of blue. How can my heart forget? Blue were the skies, blue were your eyes, just like the blue skirt you wore. Come back, blue lady, come back. Don't be blue anymore. Yeah. Did you get that word in there? Huh? Okay. I have a brand new hairdo with my eyelashes all in curls. I float as the clouds on air do. I enjoy being a girl. Men say I'm cute and funny, and my teeth are teeth but pearls. I just lap it up like honey. I enjoy being a girl. I flip when a fellow sends me flowers. I drool over dresses made of lace. I talk on the telephone for hours with 1.5 pounds of cream upon my face. I'm strictly a female, and my future I hope will be in the home of a brave and free male who'll enjoy being a guy, having a girl like me. And men say I'm sweet as candy, as around in the dance we whirl. It goes to my head like brandy. I enjoy being a girl. When I hear a complimentary whistle that greets my bikini by the sea, I turn and I glower and I gristle. I'm happy to know the whistle's meant for me. I'm strictly a female, and my future I hope will be in the home of a brave and free male who'll enjoy being a guy, having a girl like me. Flower Drum Song, 1961. And from West Side Story, 1957. I feel pretty, oh so pretty. I feel pretty, witty, and bright, and I pity any girl who isn't me tonight. I feel charming, oh so charming. It's alarming, charming I feel. It's so pretty that I hardly can believe I'm real. See the pretty girl in that mirror there. Who could that attractive girl be? Such a pretty face, such a pretty dress, such a pretty smile, such a pretty me. I feel stunning and entrancing, feel like running and dancing for joy, for I'm loved by a pretty, wonderful boy. Oh yeah. Okay. Sing this with me. 5'2", eyes of blue. Oh, what those 5 feet can do. A turned up nose, turned down hose, never had no other beaux. Has anybody seen my gal? Now if you run into a 5'2", covered with fur, diamond rings and all those things, bet your life it isn't hers. Could she love, could she woo, a coochie 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 coo? Has anybody seen my gal? All right, did you catch the ones in there? Yeah. All right, now here's, that's from 1925. This song here, I've always liked this song. It actually is from the 20s, but I like the tune when it was in American in Paris, and in 1951, and this is a song. I'll build a stairway to paradise with a new step every day. I'm gonna get there at any price. Step aside, I'm on my way. I got the blues, and up above it's so fair. Shoes, come on and carry me there. I'll build a stairway to paradise with a new step every day. Okay, with a new step every day. I'm sure you got that one. All right. This song came out in 1950. Doris Day sang it, and also Tony Martin did this song. So here we go. Let's see if you remember this tune. I climbed up the door and opened the stairs. I said my pajamas and put on my prayers. I turned off the bed and crawled into the light. And all because you kissed me good night. Next morning I woke and scrambled my shoes. I shined up an egg, then I toasted the news. I buttered my tie and took another bite. And all because you kissed me a good night. By evening I felt normal, so we went out again. You said good night and kissed me. I hurried home and then I climbed up the door and opened the stairs. I said my pajamas and put on my prayers. I turned off the bed and crawled into the night. And all because you kissed me good night. I powdered my hair and pinned up my nose. I hung up the bath. I turned on my clothes. I put out the clock and wound the cat up tight. And all because you kissed me good night. I ran up the shade and pulled down the stair. I curled up the rug and I vacuumed my hair. I just couldn't tell my left foot from the right. And all because you kissed me good night. By evening I felt normal, so we went out again. You said good night and kissed me. I hurried home and then I lifted the preacher and called up the phone. I spoke to the dog and I threw your ma a bone. 'Twas midnight and yet the sun was shining bright. And all because you kissed me good night. Boy, she was a mess, wasn't she? Good Lord, she had everything confused. I'm hot, Shannon. Are you hot too? Yeah. Well, we only got a couple of songs here. Well, the temperature is the same as it always is when we're in here, but for some reason, I don't know, I could turn on that fan, but I don't know if, think we'll make it through? Mm-hmm. All right. Got a couple more songs to do. All right. Now, some of you, when I did a Statler Brothers song, several weeks ago, you wrote and told me you liked Statler Brothers. So anyway, here. Saturday morning cereals, chapters 1 through 15. Fly paper, penny loafers, and Lucky Strike green. Flat top sock hops, Studebaker, Pepsi please. Ah, do you remember these? Daddy's socks rolled down. Stick snow plugs and aviator caps with flaps that button down. Movie stars on Dixie cup tops and knickers to your knees. Ah, do you remember these? The hit parade, grape truade, the Sadie Hawkins dance, pedal pushers, ducktail hair, and peg in your pants. Howdy doody tutti frutti, the seam up the back of her hose. Ah, do you remember those? James Dean, he was keen. Sunday movies were taboo. The senior prom, Judy's mom, rock and roll was new. Crackerjack prize, stars in your eyes, ask Daddy for the keys. Do you remember these? The boogeyman lemonade stand and taking your tonsils out. Indian burn and wait your turn and 4 fall balls, you're out. Cigarette loads and secret codes and saving lucky stars. Can you remember back that far? Boat-neck shirts and fender skirts and crinoline petticoats. Mum's the word and dirty bird and double root beer float. Moon hub caps and loud heel taps and he's a real gone cat. Ah, you remember that? Dancing clothes, little moron jokes and cooties in her hair. Captain Midnight Ovaltine and the whip at the county fair. Charles Atlas course, Roy Rogers horse, and only the shadow knows. Ah, do you remember these? Gable's charms, frog in your arm, loud mufflers pitching woo, going steady, Veronica and Betty, white bucks and blue suede shoes. Knock knock jokes, who's there? Dewey, Dewey hooey. Dewey who? Do you remember those? Do you remember those? Oh my. Well, folks, I want to thank you for coming. We've got one more song here. Here we go. You're the top. You're the Colosseum. You're the top. You're the Louvre Museum. You're a melody from Symphony by Strauss. You're a Bedlam bonnet, a Shakespeare sonnet. You're Mickey Mouse. You're the Nile. You're the Tower of Pisa. You're the smile on the Mona Lisa. I'm a worthless check, a total wreck. I'm a flop. But baby, I'm the bottom. You're the top. Thank you, everybody, for coming. By the way, that song came from Anything Goes. Yeah, another one from Anything Goes. So anyway, you're the top. I want to thank you for coming, and I'm sorry I was hot. Shanna was hot too. I have the temperature at what it normally is, but for some reason, maybe just more humidity in the house today or something. Anyway, I'm so glad you came. I'm so glad you watch, and thank you for your emails. I really do appreciate them, and some of you call me. Anyway, do take care of yourselves, my friends, and count up those marks, okay? And I'll announce the winner next week. All right, love you. Bye-bye.